Special event alert.
Lock your car and run! This is the Late for Changeover, your weekly space news and variety show. I am your host, Marty Smith, and I'm joined by Mr. History, Eric Perrott.
Good evening from the dark screen.
And our own Big Vern, Mike Johns.
How's it going, everybody?
We're here to bring you the latest headlines and updates pertinent to all Guardians and to the other lesser branches as well. So take your seats, get informed, and have a laugh as we present Late for Changeover. Gentlemen, I feel like we are in some kind of post-nuclear environment. So we've lost our man in the closet because of a power cord. We've got Eric Perrott broadcasting from the moon. The one who should have the worst internet connection, which is Big Vern, is like rock steady. So, and Kevin Balcom is, for some reason, I don't know if he's down in Pueblo or if his wife is in Pueblo. That was a very weird text that he gave.
Yeah, he said it had something to do with his wife brought up some kind of requirement he had to do out of nowhere this afternoon.
Yeah.
And
so he's obeying
MIA.
what we used to call household 6. So smart man, but an unreliable team member so far, right? I never really know if he's injured or if he's not injured. So he's almost like an NBA star. It's like the maintenance they do where they're like, some games, I'm just not feeling it today. So maybe that's what he's doing. Anyway, hopefully we'll be joined by Jake Wall later. But welcome back for a new year of Late for Changeover. Guys, you have a good vacation, or not vacation, but you have good holidays, good Christmas, good New Year's. How are the twins, Mike? Did they did
Yes,
you do
sir.
it? I mean, obviously they're not going to remember anything. They're 4, right? 4 months.
6 months old. Yeah,
6 months.
6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, they had but they cleaned up for Christmas as you'd expect. You know, grandma, grandpa, friends, family, all that good stuff. So more than enough toys and clothes that we're already inundated with. Me and my wife, we did pretty good. My wife actually got me a pretty good Christmas present. There's a book out there on the SR-71 called Sled Driver. And it's a very rare book to get. And the man who wrote it recently passed. His name is Brian Schul. And he recently passed in May of this year. And she managed to get me a signed copy of this book.
Wow.
And yeah, it's real cool. It's got great stories. He was a SR-71 pilot. And it's got great stories of him flying the Blackbird, and the various how the whole system works. It's just a very cool book. And it's one of those things you could put on your bookshelf and keep for years and years and years. And it's gonna be one of those things kids 100 years from now will pick up and go, "Whoa, this is cool."
You know what you could do? I mean, when you get through that whole thing, do a book review on it, man. Because I'd love to ask questions on it. That'd be very cool.
Yeah. I'll have to do something like that.
Like when the SR-71 go out of service, was that in the 80s?
91?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was in the 90s, I thought. 90s.
And I'm wondering if that rumor about it, right, is that it had to get up to altitude, otherwise it leaked. Wasn't that the SR-71?
Yeah, that's a true statement. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And that's why they retired it, because the maintenance costs were so. Or they either retired it or they sold it to the X-Men. So I couldn't quite remember, because the X-Men's cartoon plane looks exactly like the SR-71. So.
Well, they retired it really because of satellites. Once you're able to image the area you want to image, why send a human in a really expensive jet over it?
Right.
But anyhow, save all these questions for the book review.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. We'll put it to you. Eric, how are you doing in the black hole?
Oh.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
All right, Eric's in a combat.
I never knew
right
that power was such a huge requirement. He's blacked out in Florida.
Yeah, well, that's. If you were blacked out in California, I'd understand it. You know what I mean? But you're in a red state, so.
I don't understand it, fellas. I don't.
And well, you killed enough time.
Yep. Well,
Look at that. Now Jake's going to take 10 minutes to connect to his audio, but that's okay. So, um, anyway, I got a new mic right here, so we're going to see how this works.
Sounds really good.
Does it?
Yeah.
yeah, sounds good.
I don't know. I never know until I listen to it afterwards, and I'm like, oh shit, that was very quiet, or that was very muffled, or whatever. So, but we'll see how it goes. It's the Australian Rode mic, so I don't know. We'll see. Okay. First off, while Jake is connecting, I thought, being a space-based news show, I thought we'd do a rundown of upcoming launches for the U.S. For January of 2024. If you want to go see a more detailed list of this, go out to spaceflightnow.com. First up, well, yesterday, I should have checked. Damn it. I wrote this yesterday. I was like, oh, I got to check today. Jake.
Hey.
No, leave the glasses on, man. It looks great.
Oh. Well, it's for distance, so I can't read anything up close. So I'll do this.
Speaking of that, remember back in like 02 or 03 or 04, whenever it was, when the Air Force Academy was like, hey, free PRK. Remember you could get PRK?
Yeah.
I went and got PRK.
I did too at Travis.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit was only good for about 10 years.
Yep, it just started fading.
Yeah.
So I made it quite a bit longer, but yeah.
But I was like, oh, can I fix this? And I'm like, no, you had PRK. The man in the closet, look at that. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Eric is in Beirut currently, and he's having trouble with his internet connection. So I don't even know if he can hear us make fun of him. But
he's in Beirut, Florida.
You ever hear those when the politicians are like, hey, I deployed to CENTCOM. Like,
yeah.
CENTCOM's in Florida. They're like,
CENTCOM headquarters.
Yeah.
In fucking Tampa, my friend.
Yes.
Don't even play it off.
I remember hearing, I can't remember, it was a female politician who said, oh, yeah, I spent 6 months at CENTCOM headquarters. I was like, really?
Yeah.
So, anyway, Eric...
Eric can't speak, but he comments in, bite me, Jake.
So Eric's having internet connection problems. He just chatted to us, guys. It's terrible on my end. This going Jumo out. I don't know what that means, but
Who knows?
Keep trying, Eric. Keep trying. We need you. We need you here, man. Okay, back to launch schedule on January 2nd. Today, I hope it launched. SpaceX.
Approximately 8 minutes.
Is that what it is? Really?
Yeah, I've got the live stream up right now.
Okay.
Well, let's live stream that live stream.
Yeah, you could. Can you share?
Eric's
says, I've got
definitely
it
not
disabled.
getting connected to that.
Oh.
Give me a second. I'll drop the link in the chat, and then
All
you
right.
can grab it.
So a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket will launch with another batch of 21 Starlink internet satellites from Space Launch Complex 4 East on Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. Are they still call those slicks?
Yep.
Okay.
As far as I know, I still call them slicks.
Yeah, Slick 4 East. Can you hear us, Mr. History?
That's debatable.
That's okay. Just stay on. Just stay on. I don't care if we can hear you or not. Just stay
Marty
on.
gets paid by the screen, even if you're frozen up.
You're making money.
Yep. Are these are these in the swag link is in in the comments?
The merch.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he
Link
said
to,
okay.
link to
Yeah.
merch is in the
Yeah. Look
comments.
at that. I like you doing it left-handed there, Jake. I appreciate that.
Yeah, just for you.
Tomorrow on January 3rd, a Falcon 9 will launch a much-delayed
Nice.
small geostationary satellite for the Swedish broadband internet provider Ovzon from Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral in Florida. This was funny because they go no earlier than January 8th, launching out of Slick 41 at Cape Canaveral. A United Launch Alliance Vulcan Centaur rocket will launch on its inaugural flight with the Peregrine commercial lunar lander for Astrobotic.
I like how Vulcan and Centaur, like either one would have been a cool name. Let's put them together.
They put them together, right?
Vulcan Centaur
For the company Astrobotic.
Yeah.
I like that. That's better than United Launch Alliance. Eric is so delayed on his video. I don't know what he's laughing at.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Just keep it going. I'd rather see you than hear you.
That's a dick move.
I mean,
the whole thing is audio, and you're like, don't comment. Please just don't comment.
Just make facial gestures. That's all we need.
Go change clothes and come back and do the whole.
Yeah.
It's be very distracting the whole time. We'll try to do it and like pretend like we don't see.
Change clothes like he's cooking.
Just gradually shave. Just slowly shave.
Just gradually shave.
Beautiful.
He's just doing drive-bys.
And it's all glitchy.
Why is he in a towel?
Nice.
I
Hasn't lost a minute on that physique.
I know he did.
Since the old Speedo pics.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's going on OnlyFans.
Hell yeah.
On January 17th, launching out of Slick 39A at Kennedy Space Center in Florida, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket will launch a Crew Dragon spacecraft on the program's 13th flight with astronauts. The commercial mission, managed by Axiom Space, is commanded by former NASA astronaut Michael Lopez Alegria, 3 passengers, Walter Villadai, Alper Gazarovsky, and Marcus Want, will fly on this 2-week commercial mission to the ISS, the International Space Station. Huh. That doesn't say. I mean,
none of those names were pronounced correctly.
They were all pronounced
That's
correctly
okay.
because I practiced them, and that was the best I could do.
Oh, okay, good call.
As far as you know, they were right on.
Oh yeah, Gazarovsky.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you.
He's like, that's not my name.
Exactly.
On a beach.
Well, you know he
Thanks for
listens to us for his
changeover.
up-to-date space.
Fuck you.
That would be awesome if he listened. Yeah, I would love to have an angry comment to go like, you
Especially an
suck.
angry Russian commenter.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're at T-3.
Oh, did you put the link in there?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
I've been switching back and forth.
You know, Eric probably can talk, and now he's not going to, just out of spite.
Spite silence. You've had years of that, right, Marty? How many years have you been
That
married?
was my whole career. Yeah.
Oh, your career. Oh, my bad. I went straight to your personal life.
I know. It was well, there is that too, right? So this is live.
Yep.
All right, let's see if it comes up.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that.
Now that LOX load is complete on the first stage, we will start to see some of those white clouds form around the vehicle. We'll see more of that occur after LOX load completes.
Slight delay
about
over
20 seconds
YouTube.
on the second stage.
Yeah, there always
That's
is.
just liquid
I like
oxygen venting from the lines in
Silent
the
treatment for sure.
Don't worry about that smoke. You know, one thing I got to give SpaceX.
Up in just a couple of seconds here.
Good call, Eric.
I don't know if this is the same woman that did the when they had the explosion and she was like, "That was a rapid deconstruction. Don't worry, it's totally normal."
As we said
So,
before, weather
rapid,
is a launch
unplanned,
item leading up to tonight's
wasn't
night.
deconstruction, but
No,
yeah.
I know,
So,
but it was something like that,
yeah.
right?
On the weather front, everything continues nominally with our
Feel like
countdown
a
so
cam
far
girl shouting
for
out
a
Eric.
on-time
Thanks,
launch.
Eric. Love your comment.
There we heard that call out,
Oh, silent treatment
letting
for
us
you,
know
big
that
boy.
Falcon Stage 2 lock
Rapid
system.
unscheduled
At this point in time,
disassembly.
Falcon
There
now
it
Oh,
is.
there you
Yeah,
go.
there it
all
is.
of its propellants,
Oh,
equaling
man.
But she
You
is
think she came up with that
fantastically
on her own?
She is fantastically calming. I could listen to her all day.
Oh, yeah.
Now in
Yeah.
about a few seconds.
Is that the
we'll
blonde
know
girl?
that
Ellie
Falcon
in
9 is to start
space?
up. That
I don't
means that
know.
the onboard
It's
flight
I don't know
computers
what
have
she
taken
looks like.
over the launch countdown.
But her voice is pleasing.
Well, I know they've got one girl as one of their, she's an engineer of some sort, but
Right.
she
Right
does
now,
a lot of their
Stage
social
2
media
are
video
getting
stuff.
pressurized.
Her
Final pressure
handle or whatever you want to
will-
call it is Ellie in space, and she'll
Well-
do a lot of the live streaming and stuff like that.
Well, it's kind of like the military. You know, every public
All right, that's
affairs
the final
officer
go
in the
needed for
Army
tonight's
or the
launch,
Air
coming to
Force
us
I
from
ever
our
saw
launch
was
director.
attractive.
So
And it
at
was
this
always
point in
female.
time, at T-minus
Well,
35 seconds,
now
all
you're
systems
Elon
go
Musk
for
and you're a
liftoff of Falcon 9
billionaire.
with our Starlink satellites, including our
You don't think he's
first
maybe
6
combing through
direct-to-cell
resumes
satellites.
and like, is there a
Let's listen
picture with
in
this
on the final
resume
count.
for?
Oh, that's a
my,
given, right?
Yeah, you got to, right?
If you're distracted, you're not going to be asking ridiculous in-depth questions or calling them on their bullshit.
They're like, wow, look how good looking she. What was that explosion?
makes a
Oh, come
good
back
point.
to me. Come back to me.
10,
Yeah.
9, 8.
All right, here we go.
How many rocket launches have you guys seen in person?
5, 4,
I can,
2.
2, 1.
I've seen
yeah,
five.
I think I've got 3 when you're out of Vandenberg. Oh, there we
Goes
go.
Falcon X.
Nice.
SpaceX Falcon 9. Damn. Listen to that audio. That's badass.
Oh my.
Pitching downrange.
Oh,
Wow.
my.
Stage 1 propulsion
Man,
is
the
nominal.
shit these cameras do these days, man.
I know exactly. They got a
Awesome.
camera on the outside of the rocket of
They've
stage
got them in the
1.
payload fairing. I mean, they've got them everywhere.
Thank
And
God
it's
they
so
have that.
cool.
Thank God they have that camera there because the 2 that I saw at Vandenberg were about 5 seconds before it went into the clouds.
When it broke the cloud cover.
Like, oh, that was fun.
Tower and telemetry.
Glad I got out here an hour early to see
Max
that.
Q is the largest amount of stresses that the
Yeah.
vehicle sees on ascent, so we do slow the vehicle down just a little bit in preparation for passing.
This
through
isn't their
Max
test bed.
Q.
Is this their test bed
And that
one?
should be coming up
No, this
No.
one's
No,
launching
This is our
Starlink.
normal one.
here in just
Yeah,
a
this
few
is-
seconds.
Yeah.
Isn't it
on
amazing how
Starlinks.
many they're launching at a time now? Like before, you'd have like 3
Good
satellites
news,
on
we
a
have
launch.
passed through
And with the
Max
size
21.
of the Starlink, I know the size of the Starlink and
Yeah.
the efficiency and fuel and all that stuff. Man,
Well, and the fact they can do multiple a week is just phenomenal.
oh, it's insane.
And look at that! Look at that at the bottom of the display, right?
They're just not as
Minute and
risk
a half
averse
into
as
Engine chill has started.
When-
Right.
because
that
NASA
call
was
there tells us that
constantly,
the engine
oh, we
on the
have to
second stage,
perform
that
or else
MVAC,
we're going to get
has begun
fired
to
or
flow
else
some supercharged
whatever.
liquid
The next
oxygen
2
through the
years is
engine
going to
to
be, the
begin to
funding's
bring
going to be
that
cut
hardware down,
or
Uh,
whatever,
down
you
right.
know.
temperature.
Well, that's
We're less
and
than,
Elon's like,
away
"Fuck,
from
blow it
managing
up, dude.
cutoff, stage
Dude, sounds good.
separation, second
I got
We
another
made our goal.
70 over here. I
So,
can put them up tomorrow.
After that, we will jettison the fairings. At this point in time, the first stage is experiencing about 3.3 Gs. Beautiful view there on your screen.
That's pretty impressive.
Of the vehicle as it's
That
just
is
lifted
so
off from
smart because if you
Vandenberg
look at the bottom of the
space.
screen where it shows the phases that it's going through,
Yeah. Yeah, you can
That's
see the
pretty
countdown
cool.
and
Able to see
Yeah,
that
it
yeah.
moved
beginning
to the separation of
deplete as
stage
we are
1 and
preparing for main
the
engine
fairing
takeoff.
and all that. It's pretty neat and pretty impressive. You got the altitude and the speed.
oh, that's in kilometers.
Main engine
Okay.
cut off.
Yeah, it's much cooler than running through the checklist,
Confirmed.
you know, in an
Yeah.
office or somewhere with no video.
All right,
Right.
as you can
And,
see there
oh,
on your
goodness,
screen,
yeah.
successful MVAC ignition there on your right-hand side.
Well, I mean, look at that shit.
And before that, we
They're
had
fully willing just to,
first
Wow.
stage engine
man, that is cool.
shutdown and engines, or excuse me, stage separation. We can see here on the left-hand side.
The
of
glow
screen,
on this, on that
the first
engine
stage
is
grid fin
ridiculous.
starting to
Yeah.
deploy.
Yeah.
Those help steer the booster.
Have you
back
seen
into
that
precise
picture of the
landing.
guy in the cone, like the fairing of one of those engines?
Oh, how big
Fairing
they are?
separation
Yeah,
confirmed.
and they're like, oh, there's
All
5
right,
of them
as
on
you
this,
heard
or
and
there's
just
4
saw,
of them on this.
successful fairing
You're
separation.
like, holy crap, that
Marks
guy
the
is
9th flight
just
for one of those
this
fairing
big
halves
compared to
and the
that.
11th flight for the other. We of course
You
will
know?
attempt to
Yeah.
recover those fairing halves again to use
That's a
on
badass
future
video,
flight.
man.
Oh, he saved up all his bandwidth for that comment.
Eric, we should have got you like a pen and paper so you could write messages and hold them up.
Yeah, just hold them up.
Use the whiteboard.
Well,
Wow.
right now, you guys can hear me. I
3
can
minutes
see.
and
I mean,
40
it's
Yeah,
my stuff's up
good.
pretty good.
into flight, and right
I'm
now
not
you're
Yeah, that's
looking
not
at a
staging,
view
buffering. Yeah.
from the second stage vehicle, looking at our
Yeah,
MVAC
like
engine.
when my daughter had her tonsils out, I
Burn
got her a
very
little
brightly
dry
there.
erase
The
board
first stage is making its way back
so she
down
could
to
just write
Earth
the notes.
right
And
now,
we-
Right.
and it does
There you go,
take
Eric.
2 burns to
I'll use
make its
it.
way back down to
I
our
like
flight.
it.
You should have made
Food.
her do Pictionary
Of course,
and
this
made it
is
really
Shoulda.
fun.
tonight's
Ice
scheduled flight.
cream.
No.
Those 2 burns coming up will be the entry burn, which is just about.
Well,
a
and then
minute,
just intentionally bring her the wrong thing. You know, she draws a bowl of ice cream and you
Oh,
bring
yeah.
her a bowl of soup or something.
The ramen.
And
Uncooked.
watch her write mad.
Re-entering back into the Earth's atmosphere.
Angry. Hate
Then once we
daddy.
shut down those engines to conclude
The
entry
dry
burn,
erase
the
pens are like
atmosphere actually
frayed
scrubs most of
at
the
the end of the
velocity as it's making its
conversation.
way back to
Because
the
she's
landing
monkey
zone.
gripping it.
And then we use one final burn, a single engine burn. The center E9 engine.
Hey,
will
man, I have a
reignite,
question. When
and
you
that
guys
will
are
help to slow the
monitoring a
vehicle
scope
down
and
just
seeing
in
this
time to
thing,
touch down for landing.
what's it come? Is it a
Again,
number
the
that you
entry
see
burn
on a
the first
scope? Is
stage
it
coming up
a
in
target? Is it
a little
a
over a minute from now.
when you guys
Well,
are tracking something? What's
And
it?
then you
What
can't
is
see
it?
it on your
Can
screen
you say
on the
that?
bottom left-hand corner. You could
The
see
system
speed
provides you a
for
thing called a
vehicle, so you can see
track.
its speed and
And the
altitude.
track has
For
various
the
data
second
in
stage
it
vehicle
and
on
all
your
that kind of stuff.
left
And then,
hand,
yeah,
the
you
right
see
bottom corner
a
of your
trajectory
screen is where you
line
can see
on the
telemetry for
screen
stage 2.
showing you the ballistic trajectory of whatever the target is.
1 minute away
Okay,
from the entry
so
burn
it
on the first
reflects
stage
as a
vehicle.
number, a dot,
Following
or
it up,
what?
we'll keep
So
it.
here
Good
we'll do
call-outs
the
there.
very basic. What they
Both
had
first
was
stage and second stage are following
for
nominal
early
trajectories.
missile warning, they had what's called the Defense Satellite
Today's mission
Program,
marks SpaceX's
DSP. So DSP was a big
296th
satellite
overall
that
launch,
rotated once every 10 seconds.
and it is the
And
first
when it
of
rotated, it would
2024.
pick up an infrared signature every 10
Again, it is
seconds.
carrying
So
our
that
Starlink satellites for
every
this
10
mission,
seconds you'd have a
including
dot,
our
a dot,
first
a
6
dot, a
direct-to-cell
dot, a dot. And
satellites.
they would stay on the screen once it picked them up.
Now that entry
Okay.
And then the
burn on
computer
first
would go,
stage is coming
oh,
up in just
this
under
is in
20
such a
seconds.
line and such acceleration and all that stuff. So this must be a track. And it would develop a track out of all these dots it produces.
I just wondered what that track looked like, but it's dots.
It's dots, and
The
then
raw data
and then
is
the
dots,
computer
and then the
will
computer
will
do a
correlates it.
projected line on it.
Entry burn start.
Okay.
Now
And then
we
that's
have
projected over a
The
three-dimensional
color
Earth that you can
see
spin
on the
around.
screen,
right,
Those
right.
engines have relit
So-
on the first stage
That's cool.
vehicle.
And that's the
Just about a
basic stuff.
20-second
Much more
burn.
advanced stuff now, but that's the basic understanding of it. So all you see is dots.
Gotcha.
That's a good pick, Mike. Yeah, it's
Man,
good chance to live stream.
The
That's
fact
pretty cool.
that
Stage 1 entry burn.
the
shut
fact
down.
that all all
There
scientists
we go,
for a
that
long
color as
time
well. As you can
we're
see
like,
that the
we're just
engines
going to
have
throw
shut
stuff
down
up
on the
there.
first stage
It'll
vehicle. That
eventually
concludes
burn
the entry
in.
burn.
We don't need to
That
worry
goes to
about
2 burns
trash.
that
You
the
can't
first stage
land
requires
these
to make
again.
its way back to
And
landing.
then he's
The
like,
next burn
hold on,
is
I got
the
Oh,
this.
yeah, we can.
In a matter of years. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
that's
Just
exactly it. It
about
wasn't
a
a
minute and a
significant
half.
amount of time. I mean, he
Stage 1,
accepted
yes,
blowing up a
received.
couple of random things, and then all of a sudden it was
Everything
working, and
continues
it
to look good
was working
for,
consistently.
both the first and
But if
second
you
stage.
think
know.
about it, and we've all been
You've been following along with that
um,
altitude there on the left-hand
on
side of your
like
screen
an
for stage
an
1.
error board,
It
right?
actually kept
So something
increasing
went
in
wrong,
altitude
and it
until about 4.5
immediately
minutes
goes
to
into
plus
this
4.5 minutes.
huge board of people trying to,
As we can
what
see, it's
went wrong
getting
from you, what
closer
went
and
wrong
closer.
from
We are
you, and
targeting
it's just this
a landing
massive
on our
collation
drone
of
ship just
all the
leaving
little
instructions.
errors before they make a decision and go
Excuse
forward.
me, of
That's
course, I
way
still
down
love
the
you.
line. The civilian
And there we
companies are
just
like,
heard
what
a
happened?
call
And like,
out,
oh,
that
this
the
blew
first
up because of
stage is
this.
transonic,
They're like,
telling us
fix
that
that,
it
and
is
then let's
traveling
move on.
near the speed of sound.
So it ditches
Now
all
only
that
6
bureaucracy
kilometers above the,
because the military has to
ship.
present that report to higher. right? The
Yeah.
civilian
And
companies.
then they're probably still
SpaceX is like,
landing
okay, we got it.
tonight.
I know what went wrong. Let's fix that. Let's go. Right.
That's a
So it's
Yeah.
one
much
engine
quicker response,
burns,
which
to
leads to much
take
more
over Vandenberg.
development. And I
There
think
was
the
the
Air
cause, we
Force
should
could
be-
do
see
that.
here. There we
They
go.
have the smart
So
minds to
the
do that,
the
but
first
they
stage has
are
lit one engine to
restrained by
prepare for a
bureaucracy.
landing.
Stage 2 FTS has
So
synced.
stage
There we go. We should see the
one
barge here in a
is
second.
landing.
Landing on our drone ship, which you there
Landing
see.
on
You guys see the
Chloe
ocean?
sitting there now.
It's down to
Of course, I still love
200,
you.
100
Look at
100
that. It's
kilometers
coming
an
down
hour.
onto the ship.
That's
Badass. Look at
freaking
that.
crazy. That's crazy, man.
God, that is
A
awesome to be
beautiful
reused
nighttime
again.
shot there of a successful landing.
Just go
That
dust it
is
off and
Falcon 9
throw some more
touching
fuel in it.
down
Let's
for
go.
the 260th
That's badass,
overall
man.
successful
Wow.
recovery
How
of
long
an
does it take
orbital
that
class
barge to
rocket.
get back to?
And
Back
it's
to
a
land.
robotic barge.
Oh, is it?
I think it's pilotless. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
freaking cool.
I know.
The fact that he did that too was super smart.
Right.
He's like, I'll just take an old oil rig and launch from that. Fine.
Is
you
that what
know?
he's using?
There you go.
That's what the original one
The
was.
first
Wow.
It was
successful
that launch
for
platform that was an old
SpaceX
oil
of
rig,
2024.
like an old drilling rig, and
You're
it's
talking about sea
mobile,
launch?
right?
Launch of
Yeah, that sea
6
launch
of their
platform.
Starlink satellites
Wow,
featuring
that
the
is so
direct-to-cell
cool.
Isn't that
capability.
cool?
You know, it's always the
Earlier in
small
commentary,
things.
they were
Like, who would
gonna
ever
be
thought, hey,
testing
let's do it
out
off a
the
freaking oil rig
functionality
barge?
of their
And then
new
that
Yeah,
thing
I don't
works.
think
using
these
first 6
follow-on ones
satellites,
are oil
which will
rigs,
be
but
a bit
but that
brighter
was
than
where the
traditional
Sure.
Starlinks,
idea
but
was.
Concept
Oh,
came
work
from.
on
yeah.
Well, and you're
increasing
you're
brightness
confusing
as
the
they
launch with the
roll out
landing.
that
The landing was done on a
capability
barge.
for
The launch was done
Starlink.
from whatever slick was out in California they
Oh,
used.
yeah. But doesn't they have a launch facility that was that
Yeah,
old
there's
oil
there's
rig?
one out off the coast of South America on the west coast of South America called Sea Launch, and
Oh yeah, see, you're right. Yeah.
United Launch Alliance used to launch to Geo from Sea Launch quite
I see
often.
that.
I don't know when the last Sea Launch actually happened, but yeah, that it at least was a thing. I don't know if they've switched out French Guiana and where they're launching the Arians and whatnot from. I don't know if they
Oh,
swapped
yeah.
that out for Sea Launch altogether, but
There was one of these launches that they had switched. They were planning on launching out of French Guiana, but there was some issue out there, so they're like, okay, we're going to launch out of the Cape. And I can't remember which one it was because I threw away the rest of the article. But that was one of them. So yeah, it's weird that it's weird that French Guiana is down there and as big as it is for space launches. So
well, it wasn't. I'm mistaken. I said United Space or United Launch Alliance when it was really the European Space Agency that owned Sea Launch. Yeah.
But yeah, how perfect was that, man? Thanks for looking that up, Mike. That was awesome.
That was cool. Yeah.
We were just talking about live streaming. Look, we just did it. I'm so proud of us.
Next up is a police chase.
Is Eric asleep or is his video frozen? You guess.
Looks like it's frozen. But I mean, who knows?
I think he's asleep because he's in Florida and it's like 10 o'clock there. So he's.
And he probably
hopefully just
had the
stays
blue
locked
plate
up like that
special.
and he'll just be sleeping the whole time. That'll be the joke.
Yeah.
Eric, get back. Come on, man. Get back.
No way. Stay there. That's awesome.
No, we need him.
Well, yeah, I do appreciate that. But he's out there tearing it up, having a good old time.
Frozen and it's 11 butt crack.
Is
that what he wrote?
Yeah. 11 p.m.
That's some kind of old timey insult.
All right. Well, let's since we
you
have
are the crack of my behind.
Since we have Eric, all right, or do we have Eric? Eric, are you back?
Butt crack.
All right. Well,
it was a 3-minute delay.
Oh, we lost him.
God damn that guy. Well, this one might be short. So
how dare he have fun?
Okay, that was cool. That was much better than the stories that I had planned. So, let's go. If we get Eric back, let's go into the military action game because I want to do that with you guys. So that was one of the funnest times, and this time I've altered it a little bit. Yes, we know, Eric. The struggle is real. The struggle to tolerate your internet connection is very real.
Oh, here we
So, okay. One of the funnest things we did last year was a military auction game. So while we have Eric for 5 minutes, let's do our new revamped military auction game. Eric, can you hear us?
I can.
All right. You ready? Look, I even made a little.
Oh
Look at
my!
that, huh? You like that?
Look at
You
this.
probably don't. So
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
all right, first lot. Now you got to tell me which item sold for the most. Okay.
50.
All right.
All right.
So the first.
Are you going to go through the items?
I am. So the first one is either 100 sleeping mats, right? 36 large field packs, or 52 wet weather poncho liners. All right. So you got to tell me, which do you think sold for the most?
Who's going first?
On my screen, I show Mike on top, so Mike goes first.
I'm going with the poncho liners. People actually want those things.
Okay. Mike's with the poncho liners. Jake?
Man, that's a good call. Those Snuggies are good.
Poncho liners is one of the better things that the military ever invented.
Yeah.
You know, I do give them that.
Well, man, I'll go with the backpacks then.
You can take
Just
the
to make it.
There's no
I
restriction.
know, but
on
that's
it.
not fun.
Oh,
That's not fun
okay.
for me.
Well, I would say the worst thing they ever made was sleeping mats. That's the
Yeah,
most
I'm looking at that and
useless-
it looks like a
Yeah, but
yoga towel.
if you have cold hard ground versus a half-inch of
I get it.
polystyrene to sleep.
I've slept on that shit and
Yeah,
it
I
still
did too.
sucked.
Yeah,
The
I
poncho
agree.
liner was the best thing around. But you know what? For 100 sleeping mats, I'm going to take the 100 sleeping mats. We'll all go.
All right,
Oh.
let's see. All right, so I've done this a little bit different. So,
but we're all in agreement. The
No.
poncho liners are by far the best thing that
I agree.
of
Yes.
this
Out of
bunch.
these three things, yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
agree too.
we had to buy any of these, regardless of price, I'd go poncho.
Oh,
liners.
poncho liner's the warmest. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. So the 36 large field pack sold for $305.
Ooh.
The poncho liners sold for $320.
Mm,
Are the sleeping mats more or less?
Less.
It's going
They
to be more.
sold
oh, yeah, they're
for
less.
215. 215.
$350 for the sleeping mats. And Eric,
No, by
Nice.
default though, none of us wanted
Sucker
those.
born every
shits.
day.
I know it's ridiculous.
The squirrel found another.
All right, next lot.
Ooh.
And Eric just froze up. Come on back, Eric. Oh, okay, good.
I'm good.
21 fart sacks or sleeping bags, right? 62 plastic water cans or one medium tent. All right, Jake, you're up first.
Right. I'm going with the sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags for Jake. Eric?
I'm going with the tent.
Yeah, see, that wouldn't be smart. Maybe.
He
Mike?
basically just went wrong.
Yeah, you
Mike,
got the
don't
wrong
choose
thing,
the
Eric.
tent.
Don't choose the tent.
Well, the water cans are something that's actually kind of hard to get a hold of. And if you can get a hold of a lot of 62 and it's going in an auction, guys that like run Jeeps out in the desert and stuff like that are probably going to want those so they can resell them on eBay and whatnot.
That's true, because there's a whole 4x4 community. But then they've gone to all those slim fuel cans and water cans. But you're right.
Yeah, there's other options, but I mean,
Yeah.
these things are, if you're building an old school Jeep or if you're just an old school dude, you're probably going to want those water cans. So since it's an auction, I'm going with the water cans.
All right. Here's the prices sold. $710 for 21 sleeping
21?
bags. I know.
Oh.
$755 for the water cans.
Gentlemen,
Is the tent more?
$1,200.
$755 for
$705
Water
for the
cans.
tent. The water cans
Ah.
wins.
Thank you, Jeep community.
no way.
I know. Look at that.
$755.
$755 for 62 water cans.
I can't
It's the
believe what
weirdest
makes
thing.
that valuable.
Why would you want them? You know, I guess it's all. I have a feeling it's all pawn shop guys or military
Yeah.
surplus guys. But there could be some free men up in North Dakota who are just like perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Think
Well,
about
that's
it. You could buy
Doyle,
21
California.
sleeping bags and 100
California.
sleeping mats with 25 ponchos and be golden. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you'd have
Who
no
gives a
water.
shit
You'd
about
have no water,
cans?
Eric. You'd have
You
no
live
water.
off the land. You go find your water.
All right, here we
You
go.
know what it was? Also, never mind. I'm not revealing my secret.
So, okay, all that stuff that you just said, but now they need something to fight with, Eric.
Oh,
Now they need
this is
something to
all
fight with.
Pennsylvania too.
So 46 swords and scabbards,
Ooh.
or 31 combat knives, like a Rambo knife with sheaths,
Those that look like the old K bars.
or
Yeah, that's
61 bayonet knives, bayonets. They even have the ring on there where they go for
Mhm.
over the rifle. All right, Eric, you're first on this one.
I am going the 61 bayonets because they're the most useful out of all that shit. That's what I think.
How is a bayonet more useful than a knife or a sword?
It's a K bar. It's a piece of garbage. Those things
Oh,
broke.
yeah.
The blades
So
broke.
are the bayonets.
I
Everybody
use
on the
bayonet
street
a lot
knows
more.
K-bars are trash.
They're trash.
Everybody
Going
on the block
bayonet
knows
all the
that.
way.
Yeah,
Plus,
but you got a cavalry sword over there. Long
I'm not
reach.
even looking at that. Those are freaking.
All right,
toys, man.
Eric's committed to the bayonets.
I'm connected to
Yeah.
bayonets.
Mike.
I'm going with the swords. Those are very useful in like recreation type
Exactly.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Look,
And people pay out you can get the K bars and the shitty combat knives and bayonets at any Tom, Dick, or Harry surplus store for $5. Those swords would be hard to come by,
And you can't
especially in
even
a
get
good
those.
condition.
Yeah, you
Look
can't
at
even
it's
get those at like
Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of
That's perfect.
Civil
That's
War
recreation.
reenactment
I
there.
got a sword hanging
Yeah.
on my wall for Christ's
A
sake.
lot of sword fighting in that area.
Retirement gift. You can get them at Walmart for Christ's sakes.
Mike's going with the
Not
swords.
authentic.
What do you got, Jake?
I got the combat knives with
Combat
sheaths.
knives. That's 31 of them too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's low though. I mean, that's not a good quantity.
No, it's not. But
Survey
swords and
says
scabbards sold
Oh,
for 1,515. So 1515 for the swords and scabbards.
Wow.
Combat knives, 1565.
No.
Jesus.
And the
Holy crap.
bayonets sold for 1650.
Holy shit.
That's right. Go recreate with that sword. Put it on a fucking crayon.
Oh my.
I would bayonets. You got to have a rifle for a bayonet. But well,
It's two,
that's
boys.
what they sold for.
Two.
All right, we're heading into the final.
Are we getting bonus points for second? Because I've been second every time. So
Yeah, I haven't even been tallying second. I should have been. Too bad.
oh, you're good.
All right, a 1989 bass boat, a Sea Arc bass boat, or a 2017 travel trailer with one slide, sleeps 3 people, a single slide out,
Oh,
right?
got the slide out and everything, huh? Okay.
That'll make a difference.
Eric, based on your region, you think that would be a hot commodity down there?
Oh, I'm thinking it would.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or
The
The
one.
only thing sliding out in this area is my trailer.
Well, you got 3 people to slide out in that son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Rayla.
Or one Talon 4 tactical robot. Now, this is a remote operator controlled unit 100-pound payload capacity, 200-pound drag capacity, robotic arm, 52-inch horizontal reach. All right. It's got a gripper, 40-pound gripper capacity. So you got a bass boat, an 89. That's an old bass boat, but an 89 bass boat, a 2017 travel trailer, or a Talon 4 tactical robot.
That bass boat is a Sea Ark, though.
The Sea Ark. Yeah.
And it's more useful, man. The boat can still do a lot of shit.
Am I going first, Marty?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, Mike goes first.
Oh, nice.
I'm going with the robot.
Damn it, man.
Robot.
Good call.
You can choose the same thing.
No, we can't. Nope.
Jake's rules.
Yeah, that robot's got to be like 20 grand. And well, I mean, I guess brand new, but you got to think that stupid travel trailer was probably used by the
a bunch of
rec
drunk
department.
airmen.
Yeah, it was set there, and hundreds of families have slept in that damn thing. So there's probably bugs and all sorts of shit. You're gonna get in there and get syphilis, and then that boat has probably got a big hole in the bottom. Look at the rust on it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's nice,
but it has a trailer.
It's a
with
snowbird,
trailer,
man, from Indiana coming to Florida to hang out.
All right, Jake, what do you got?
I'm going with the rusty boat. I'm going with the old Sea Ark.
You know, that boat served you well last time, actually.
I know.
Eric, what do you got?
Yeah.
I was going to go boat. Since we can't do that, I guess I am going with the
You can pick whatever you want.
Baby.
Jake's rules do not apply to anybody but Jake.
I'm going with the trailer just to spite you.
All right. That sounds like our podcast. All right.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
You might win just based on that, too.
The robot was $6,200.
Who has $6,200 to spend?
They needed a 40-pound gripper capacity on that robot.
200-pound drag capacity.
I've got $6,200. I may pick
the bass boat sold for $6,202.
Bullshit.
You know that's the exact response from the guy that bid 6,200. The other guy's like 6,200.
Son of a bitch! I'm tapped at 6,200.
Mother.
And the travel trailer went for $6,250.
Default again.
Eric won by default because of Jake's rules.
That's perfect.
Oh man.
My God.
That is, you got, oh my God, you lucked into that one.
People
I just can't believe the robot was so inexpensive.
They said they auctioned a lot of robots. And it's like, why are they putting all these robots up for auction?
Well, they probably get sold to local governments or something like that. So they're selling them at,
So they're making a shitload of them. And they're like, oh, Ukraine, you didn't want 1,000 of these. You only wanted like 500. All right, we'll auction the rest. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're right.
The maintenance on that freaking thing, it goes dead. It's like we're never going to get it running again.
Oh.
Did you overcharge the battery? Damn it, I told you not to overcharge. Leave it overnight.
$6,250 is a small price to pay for a full-size house in LaPlace, Louisiana.
And that's only 6 years old.
Full-size house.
That's only 7 years old.
LaPlace, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's right.
Throw some cinder blocks on that thing.
I'm going to triple toe. I'm going to pull my trailer and that piece of shit boat, and we're going to go to Louisiana after the bayou.
You can fill it up with your goddamn bayonets.
That's going to be a meth. That's going to be a meth shed.
The next lot, 1999 60K generator set.
All right. Are these in the same?
They're not. I found the prices and I put them together.
I know, but that's what's crazy is like they're close to the same price.
Yeah, they're all close to the same price. A 2017 Club Car Carryall 700 golf cart.
Oh, important.
Right? In Orlando, Florida. That's a hot commodity.
A Life Fitness 95P Power Mill Climber.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, Jake, you're up first.
Tough call here,
Yeah.
Jake.
Generator, golf cart, or a stair stepper?
I want that golf cart in Florida. That's a hot commodity, man. And look at that sweet bumper on there.
I know.
Woo.
Yeah.
You could tear up that retirement village in that puppy.
You can push all the
Welcome-
trash cans over.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
Look
to
at
the
it.
villages, baby.
It looks like it's got an
That's right.
extended bed. You could have like all kinds of stuff back there. Margaritaville has nothing on that.
Actually, that would be you'd be envious if you drove that around.
Yeah.
You'd be envied.
Oh.
Eric, what do you got?
Dude, I am going with the altitude stepper. No doubt about it. Piece of equipment's amazing. Let's get fit.
I want that generator to win. But
Mike, you don't have to play Jake's rules if you don't want to, but he will shame you into playing Jake.
No, my thinking was I've been very pragmatic with the rest of my choices. So I tried to think of which one I wanted the least.
Oh.
And it's the golf cart.
Oh.
So that's
I'm
the one
going
you're
golf
choosing?
cart. Yep.
oh, you're going golf cart.
Golf cart.
Because it's the least he wants, the one he doesn't want.
That generator's gonna win.
Ugh.
That generator's nice.
It's too practical. It's too practical. All the
I
practical
agree.
ones.
That generator has less hours on it than the golf cart. Look at that. 596
Probably right.
hours on the golf cart,
That's probably right.
476 on that generator.
It's
That's
mint.
crazy.
That is mint.
Well, that's miles on the golf cart.
3,000.
Generator set sold for $3,000.
Oh,
The
yeah.
golf cart sold for $3,000.
There's no way that treadmill's going for $3,000.
The
Yeah,
climber
baby.
sold for $3,005
Oh.
for the stair stepper. Eric, how are you so good at this? This is
The
crazy.
old Power Mill 95.
Now
Got it.
not only am I triple towing, I'm taking my own exercise equipment to Louisiana with
That
me.
is ridiculous.
Coming with
How much
me.
does a brand new one of those cost?
They're expensive.
I
man.
don't know. I didn't think they were that expensive.
Like
I mean, these are
5, 6
this
days.
isn't. I said stair stepper, but
Really?
it's not. It's the rotating steps. It's
Oh
the bigger,
yeah,
the bigger thing. But and that's in Nevada. Who's getting in shape in Nevada?
Oh, all the dirty girls paying for college.
Hey
They gotta hammer
now,
them glutes, man.
they
Hammer
dance.
them glutes.
They dance to stay in shape, right?
all the dirty girls.
They
I
got to
can
clamp onto that pole.
I've contributed to many college funds in my life, so I hope they've all got a degree by now. All right,
Mike's
last
not
lot.
speaking up.
I'm gonna send you guys some stair climbers
Ooh.
for Christmas next year.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
2017 Polaris D4 side by side. That is awesome looking.
that
That's a
looks
razor.
good.
Very
I don't know if it's tactical, but it looks tactical.
It
The
looks-
dune buggy, right?
The padding in that looks like instant Hemis, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I mean, all these are instant.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's true. Or a 2008 Humvee 4-door hardtop with truck body.
That's a
Oh.
piece of garbage.
All right. Or a 2005 Peterbilt 6x4 cab and chassis.
Hmm.
That Peterbilt has a whole lot of miles on it. 182,000.
Oh, that's not a lot. That's
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 nothing.
right.
Shit.
That's
Not on a
nothing for that.
Peterbilt, man. No.
The Humvee has 4,900 miles for being, 15, 16 years old now?
That's
Yeah.
probably the one that got stolen from the California Guard, too.
Could have been.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, could have been.
It's been
We
out of
can't
service
do
for a
anything with it
while.
now. Might as well auction it.
exactly. Yep.
And the Polaris has 139 hours, which is nothing. That's nothing on that thing.
Yeah,
That's
why would
electric?
you sell it? Put some more comfortable seats in it and let's go.
How do they get 139 hours, but it's a diesel engine? That's what threw me. So
Hmm.
I guess that's
It's a
idling
diesel.
hours, I suppose. Yeah, diesel engine.
Oh, nice.
So the Humvee has a 6.5 liter diesel, and the Peterbilt has a 13.6 cylinder, 12.5 liter diesel.
All diesels.
525 horsepower.
525 horsepower.
That side by side's in Georgia.
Oh,
You
you
know, there's
nice.
some country boys that want to jack around in that thing.
All right, last lot,
Think of
Eric.
all
You
the
got.
shit we can winch with that,
You
Glenn.
got.
I don't even know what a Georgia accent sounds
we can shoot. There's no doors on it. We can just shoot right out,
right from there,
right
right
from
out the front.
right from our lap.
You can tell you're from Oregon, son.
I know I can't do it.
All
right,
right,
Eric.
so
What do you got?
my head tells me it's the Peterbilt, but because it's been so generic, I'm gonna go with the Polaris.
Oh man,
Eric chooses the side by side.
Yeah,
Mike,
Marty, is there a rear
raised.
view of the Peterbilt? Does it have like the chrome fat chick mud flaps on it? That's an instant winner in my
I
book.
think it had Yosemite Sam's on it.
Yeah, those Yosemite Sam.
Back off.
Back off.
It'd be great if it had like ass, gas, or grass. No one rides for
No
free.
rides for
on there.
free. Yeah.
Perfect.
But the silver stripper is always a classic. That's true.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got?
Well, for me, my instinct wants to go with the Peterbilt as well because you could make money with it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of morons that would really want that Polaris side by side. So I'm going with the side by side.
Okay.
Man. Fish
Jake?
what I wanted. I wanted that Peterbilt.
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 You're going with the Peterbilt?
Oh yeah, it's got differential lock.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that.
If you know anything about semi trucks,
You know, you want some differential lock.
There's probably an air horn too. Air
All
horn.
right. Here's the prices sold for. Side by side sold for $40,200. That's
Those
a
boys
good
down in
looking thing, but
Georgia.
not for $40,000.
Golly, boy.
40,000.
The Humvee sold for $40,100.
Oh man.
okay.
Yeah, cheap
And the
ass.
Peterbilt sold for
This is
$40,000 to make the winner the Polaris.
Nice.
How are you
God.
so gifted at this game, Eric? I don't
You know.
understand it.
Just flip a coin.
God
Oh,
bless.
man.
Some
Eric,
years of
That is
experience.
impressive.
Jake, you
Yeah.
had nothing right.
None. Yeah.
None.
And but I got second every time except for that
That's true.
last
Yeah,
time.
that's
So,
true.
I'll take silver, man. I'm good.
Well, you got not even silver because Mike got
Well,
two
okay.
right.
Fine.
Mike got
C's for
two right.
degrees.
And Eric got five. Five of
Hey,
the
now.
six.
Nice.
And one of those you were forced into it.
He was not forced into
Didn't
anything.
get to pick it.
I don't
You could
get
have
it.
picked whatever you wanted.
You could
That's
tell he felt
awesome.
the pressure.
Oh yeah.
God.
There was a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I like the experience comment. It's just because I've been around.
Oh, here we go.
true. Well done. Well done, Eric. I mean, seriously, that was good.
I've been
That was-
around. I bought some bullshit in my day.
Well, I still can't believe the bayonets won that shit.
Dude,
You know,
that was a lot of money for some bayonets.
The
have your bayonet.
the sleeping match first. I was like, "Are you serious? Who's paying?" I mean, you could go buy a sheet of foam for cheaper
Yeah.
than you could
Right.
buy those sleeping mats for, right?
Yeah, but those could be rare. You know, they probably get eaten up in storage. And if you're, like
could
a
be,
true
Could
person
be.
that's trying to collect shit and stuff like that, you probably want something in good repair.
But it could be
Makes no sense to me, but whatever.
because in the Army, that's part of what they call the TA-50, or they used to call it TA-50, initial issue. So you go 3 or 4 years with that foam stuff, and you got to go turn it into when you turn in all your equipment,
Just
and yours
trash.
is like eaten by rats or ripped in half, or
Yeah.
El Kabonged over some drunken guy's head, and you're like, fuck, I gotta go buy. So this surplus guy is like, hey, shit, I make money off of these things.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they
I
are
mean,
garbage.
give me
to
100
slam,
of these
though.
things, I'll make twice what I paid for
Oh, I didn't even think of that angle. Yeah.
them. But yeah, some of those prices, it's just amazing going through some of that stuff. There were some power boats, but I didn't want to bring those up again because we did those, and pontoon boats. They did that, but we did.
Oh, those are fun though. And it's not like we remember what that price was. Don't even play it.
No. I wanted it to be different than the last one.
Pull out your notes, Jake. Pull out your notes. Well,
yeah.
I recall that.
Okay.
I mean,
Marty's pissed because I don't even pre-read the articles half the time.
That's okay, but the effect is perfect because you have that ability. Now, if I'm a betting man, now you just go opposite of Jake. I mean, look, Eric, you were already a beneficiary of that. Now you got to take this. You got to take the winner, Eric. You got to take the winning one.
I'll take the winning one.
And now you just made him smug. Well done, Jake.
I know.
Jake,
Like,
here, let me
one time.
My hair.
Yeah. That one time he won after you assigned him that freaking boat.
I know, that's right.
And he's all like, I have one victory. Like, you were given that. And Marty goes, this is going to win. Like,
well, on the scorecard, it just says W.
There's no asterisk. There's no
doesn't show a picture.
Oh
it
my
just says
God.
W. Yeah,
But you can't argue with it. That's very good.
I can't.
Mike, we'll do midnight conversations next time. The live stream, well done. Right?
Mid-shift conversations, not midnight conversations.
Oh, mid-shift.
Two totally different
two
segments.
different things.
Ooh,
see, I'm almost at my deployment
be
3
fun.
beers here, so that's why.
What was that? What was that radio show? Coast to Coast?
Coast to Coast, baby.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's where it could turn into. But,
yeah.
Eric, hit us with your boring day of history today.
I got to tell you, you're probably right.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man.
come on.
But you admitted it was.
He glitched out. He glitched out.
Oh,
no.
You did that on purpose.
Now I
did do it on purpose.
Right? I didn't do it on purpose, I swear.
He's faking it.
I
He's
swear.
faking it because you called it shit
Come
boring.
on.
He called it boring. He told me that beforehand.
Oh, okay.
I said I couldn't find it. You can hear me now, can't you? See?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
All right. It's going to break up in the middle of this thing, all right?
That's probably okay at this point.
2 January 1977. I'm sorry, 1777. Not 1977. 77. So.
He froze up.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
Froze up perfectly.
And on that note, we are at NDIP.
We're failing.
We'll catch it next week. On behalf of all of us here, I'd like to thank you for listening today. Please like, share, subscribe, and let us know how we did in the comments. And make sure next week that you are not late for changeover.
Late for changeover.
No,
Late for
because
changeover.
I'm trying not to do the cheese, right?
No. Yeah. No cheesers.
Oh, late for changeover.
Yep.
Let's see how they
Eric.
like that.
When you're down in Florida, you absolutely have to. Oh, I'm sorry, I froze up. But make sure to go do that.
Right on. I like it.
But make sure you're moving just a little bit as you're doing it the whole time. Just so it gets.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Suck it. Get it. Get
From the state of no internet.
Man, thanks for the week, and I'll see you next week.
Have fun, guys.
See you, fellas.